All right, let's talk about Excel. For a lot of people, it feels like a chore, right? Something you have to fight with. Well, today we're going to flip that script. We're going to turn Excel into a tool that actually works for you. We'll nail down 4 essential skills that are going to save you a ton of time, make your work way more accurate, and look super professional. Let's jump in.
So let me ask you this. Is your spreadsheet working for you, or are you working for it? You know what I mean. You've been there, right? Staring at a huge grid of numbers, pulling out your calculator, fighting with a chart that just will not show the data you want. It feels like you're the one doing all the work. Well, that's what we're here to fix. We're going to flip that dynamic completely. First up, we're going to tackle one of the most common and, let's be honest, tedious tasks there is, and just automate it. It is time to stop being a human calculator. We're going to let Excel do all that heavy lifting so you get the perfect answer every single time.
I mean, think about it. Maybe you're trying to find your average monthly sales, or calculating grades, or even just tracking your own spending at home. Doing that by hand, it's a nightmare. It's slow, and if you hit one wrong number on the calculator, the whole thing is off. There is a much, much better way to do this. And the solution is this beautiful, simple thing called the average function. It is elegance in its simplicity. You just show it a group of numbers, and in a split second, it adds them all up and divides by the count. And here's the best part. If you go back and change one of those numbers, the average updates automatically. You don't have to recalculate a thing. And look how easy this is to actually use. First, just click the empty cell where you want the answer to appear. Type an equal sign, then the word average, and an open parentheses. Then just use your mouse to click and drag over all the numbers you want to include. To finish, you type a closing parentheses, hit enter, and boom. You've got an instant perfect average. Okay, so built-in functions like average are amazing. But the real power in Excel, that comes when you can go beyond the pre-made stuff and start building your own custom calculations for literally any situation you can dream up. Exactly. I mean, what if you need to figure out something like a profit margin or add sales tax to a price? There's no profit margin button in Excel. You need to tell it, hey, take the revenue and subtract the costs. These are these simple, everyday calculations that really form the backbone of most spreadsheets. Now, to do that, you just need these simple tools. These are the building blocks. Most of them you'll recognize right away, but the two you really gotta remember are the asterisk for multiplication and the forward slash for division. Those are the specific symbols Excel is looking for. So building your own formula is just as simple. You click where you want the answer, you type that equal sign. That's the universal signal to Excel that you're about to do some math. Then, instead of typing in numbers, just click on the cell with your first number, type your operator, click on the second cell, and hit enter. That's it. You've just created your own custom logic. All right, so we've got our calculations down. Now let's talk about controlling your data. Because, your information isn't always in a perfect little block. This next skill gives you the surgical precision to select only the bits and pieces that you actually need. Here's a classic situation. You've got columns for month, gross revenue, expenses, and net profit. But you just want to make a simple chart that shows the month and the net profit. So how do you grab column A and column D, but completely skip over B and C right in the middle? Well, if you use the standard click and drag method, you get that cluttered mess on the left, a chart full of data you don't even want. But if you use what's called a non-adjacent select, you get that clean, perfect result on the right. It lets you cherry pick the exact data you want without having to move everything around. And the secret to this whole thing is just one simple key. First, go ahead and select your first column or group of cells like you normally would. Now just press and hold the Control key on your keyboard or the Command key if you're on a Mac. While you're holding that key down, you can click on any other cells or columns you want to add. When you're done, just let go of the key. It's that easy. Okay, for our final skill, we're going to switch gears from function to form. Your data is now calculated perfectly, it's selected precisely. Now let's make your entire document look polished, branded, and really professional by adding a custom background. And this isn't just about making things look pretty, it has some really powerful business uses. Imagine sending an invoice with your company logo faintly watermarked in the back. It just looks so much more official. You can build dashboards that are easier on the eyes, or turn a boring spreadsheet into a custom branded form. Now, here's the one crucial thing you have to know about this feature. It's really designed for on-screen viewing. By default, these backgrounds don't actually print out. So this makes them perfect for any document that you're going to share digitally, like a dashboard you email or a form someone fills out on their computer.
Adding one is super straightforward. You'll just pop over to the Page Layout tab up in the ribbon. Then, in the Page Setup area, you'll see a button that just says Background. Click that, pick an image from your computer, or even find one online. And as soon as you hit Insert, it'll tile across your whole worksheet.
And there you have it. In just the last few minutes, you've added 4 super useful skills to your Excel toolkit. You can now calculate averages in an instant, build your own custom formulas for anything, select your data with total precision, and make your documents look fantastic. You now have the keys to build spreadsheets that are way more efficient, way more accurate, and look a whole lot more professional. So the only question left is, what are you going to build next?